This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 6 yards there. First down, Cleveland.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10, right at the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of
Seemed
10.
like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also
yeah.
Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a give to Mixon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
They'll take over.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, here's Mixon. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On third down, Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's caught by OBJ. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
For the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Atkins on the stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. He's going up top for Taylor. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 24, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mayfield's pass complete to Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Chubb And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33.
They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
For Austin Hooper.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mixon with a first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Bengals 7, Browns 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Chubb.
45-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, will you even get another shot? At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Once again, they run with Mixon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Check 50, check 50. Hurry, hurry.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now it's Burrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
John Ross, incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Hooper out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Mayfield to throw. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Bengals.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I
Appreciate that.
So for Cleveland, they make a